Dear USA, all nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans, I just want to have this as a generic civil justice sign off. Whatever I want for the civil justice, for I am displaying the USA government errors, public sector errors, private sector errors, and how USA government operations got destroyed, and for displaying the absolute monarchs scandal. I, Vethapriya PROSE, wanted these civil justice to be provided to me. Okay, so I'll just read this sign off so that it will be in all these other sessions. Okay, so for I, Vethapriya PROSE, native Indian tribe, Christian Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem, and true owner of USA, and proved USA is Tamil Nadu, and I, Vethapriya PROSE, have highest impasse eligibility to lead USA. I must be the interim leader of USA now is civil justice served. And for I, Vethapriya PROSE, displayed USA government errors and the scandal of absolute monarchs to USA government. I, Vethapriya PROSE, for civil justice as in Holy Bible guidelines. I, Vethapriya PROSE, want United States of America nation to rename Lord Ripon Building in Tamil Nadu, India, after my name Vethapriya is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, to become the Vatican leader now is civil justice served. And Pope Francis resigns abruptly now is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, become Supreme Chief Civil Judge for all nations, now is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, become Supreme Chief Family Law and Supreme Chief Children Judge for all nations is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, to become Global Poverty Relief Medical Director Chief for all nations, to lead and guide World Bank, United Nations organizations, World Health Organizations, Center for Disease Control, Department of Children Families, Department of Health Services, Department of Justice, Department of Revenue, Department of Agriculture, Department of Imports Export, Department of Military in all nations across the globe is civil justice served. And I, Vethapriya PROSE, to be the ambassador for all nations, starting with India, and I, Vethapriya PROSE, should get dual citizenship of USA and India now is civil justice served. And thank you all for your time. Take care, my dear fellow mankind. I sure will get civil justice for entire human kingdom in 1 minute. Thank you all for your time. Bye for now. Hey USA, all nations and 7.9 plus billions of humans. I hope we are all on the same page on this regard of I'm providing very, very crucial, very, very important closure civil justice sign off for myself. And it's a multitasking, right? So we are all on the same page on that regard. Okay. So what is this civil justice is all about? When I'm going to read it, you all will get it. And as my dear fellow mankind, Dr. Fauci and is a prostitute. Dr.Brix is a prostitute. So that means the United States of America impeached President Bill Clinton. It's $1 trillion error. I displayed right now in February 20. What's the date today? It is 25? Yeah, February 25 of 2021. Okay. So then Dr. Brix and Dr. Fauci is prostitutes. So the state of Wisconsin people and the population of USA, their name called Hillary Clinton as wicked is $1 trillion crime. Right? So then, are you all laughing with me loudest? Laugh with me loudest. Yes, my dear fellow mankind. Then the Dr. Fauci and the Dr. Brix has been there forever, right? In different administrations, right? For the past 5 years or for the first 15, 20 years or 30 years of time frame, they should be there. They've been guiding, right? But they misguided the USA. They were the ones who signed Las Vegas Sin City is healthiest, right? So that is another $1 trillion crime. Then Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix signed off a surrogate pregnancy, sperm clinic, and the ovum clinic, and they provided $0 housing town planning division and abused the housing services, right? So that's another $1 trillion crime provided by Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix. And then the entire Medicaid and Medicare services, right? It's all mandated to be crime. And that was created by Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix. Is another $1 trillion errors, 500 years of errors. And then that is why all the health insurance, be it Humana, be it Cigna, be it Travelers, be it MetLife, be it Hewlett-Packard, be it Dell, be it CVS Health Pharmacy, be it Walgreens, be it Target, be it Walmart, they all hit into the Medicaid, Medicare services, right? Everything is crime, and it's $1 trillion crime. And it's all created by Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix with fatal negligence. Okay, and yes, you name any insurance, be it auto insurance or home insurance or life insurance or burial insurance or funeral insurance or coffin insurance, right? Pet insurance, air insurance, right? You all need to breathe healthy oxygen, right? So air insurance, workers' compensation insurance, workplace injury insurance, whatnot, finance insurance, dollars insurance, isn't it? They all was destroyed by Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix is with misguidance, and that is another $1 trillion crime, right? And just because I filed lawsuit against United States of America for $50,000 trillion, and I filed lawsuit against each and every single public sectors in the United States, in 50 states for $500 billion. It is Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix created the COVID-19 scam. That's another $1 trillion scandal. And then beyond that scandal part of it, it is Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix also marketed mask. That is another $1 trillion crime, right? And when they were marketing for masks, they just forgot how they are going to provide this mask for the homeless, for the refugees, right? Worldwide. So that is another $1 trillion scandal. Got it? Crime. Sorry, not even scandal, it's crime. And then, just because they destroyed the peace of fellow mankind for the year of 2000, physical calendar 2020, right? 365 days. That means one day the penalty is $500,000 trillion. Multiply that by 365 days means that much of crime Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix provided for 2020, and they are also providing it now. And 2 months already passed. So 2 months means what? Is it how many days in February? Let me see. So it is a 28 days. It's not a leap year, I think, right? Leap year means what? 1 day extra. So the February 28 days and January 31 days means how many days? 39 days. Sorry, 49 days, right? Or 59 days, right? That much of crime provided by Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix with fatal negligence. It's $1 trillion crime, right? And then when they were busy marketing for the COVID-19 mask alone to be worn in the media, talking sweet as talk, they never provided how they're going to help the unemployment population, isn't it? That's another $1 trillion crime of Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix. Then when they were busy marketing for COVID-19 mask in the media with the sweetest talk, they never provided the solution, how they are going to provide healthy vaccination solutions for retirement population, children population, pregnant women population, cancer patients, birth defect population, transgender population, LGBTQ population. They never said that, isn't it? They should have provided that. Vaccinations for LGBTQ, vaccinations for polygamy, vaccinations for child marriage, vaccinations for free sex, vaccinations for teens, vaccinations for children population, vaccinations for retirement population, vaccinations for cancer population, how they are going to provide vaccinations for lesbians, right? They forgot it. Did they forget, or is it a fatal negligence? I leave the choice for you all to answer. But it is $1 trillion crime, isn't it? It's $1 trillion, that is crime. They're doctors, isn't it? They're gods. They are the ones who signed the birth certificate and the death certificate. So they never provided how they're going to provide the vaccinations for the dead human calves, right? That are in the mortuary. That needs to be protected as well, isn't it? They never provided that. That's another crime, my dear fellow mankind, $1 trillion crime. They never provided how they are going to provide the vaccinations for the coffin boxes. Yes, when people are dying, they are going to take shelter in coffin at least, right? And when they're going to take coffin, the coffin should be vaccinated. They never provided what guidelines that needs to be provided. Oh, that is another $1 trillion crime, right? Are you laughing? I know you are all laughing, isn't it? And then they never provided how they're going to provide when they were so busy, busy in providing patents and very fancy fashion show mask in the media, right? They just forgot how they will provide vaccinations worldwide. That's wrong, isn't it? They created the COVID-19. They should at least provided some guidelines. Oh, India means this is how it should be provided. Oh, London means this is how it should be provided. They forgot. Oh, did they forgot, or what is it called? I think it is a fatal negligence. What do you all think? It is a deadliest crime, my dear fellow mankind. Can you all see? Domestic violence once, domestic violence twice, domestic violence thrice. Oh, it's skyrocketing. Are you laughing? Yes, my dear fellow mankind. Again, I'm displaying only President Trump is innocent, isn't it? He is the one who never even bothered to show that he's going to take any vaccination, whether he took vaccination or not. Upfront, he displayed his conflict of interest. Who are the mockers here? Who are the actors? Who are the scammers? You tell me. Vice President Pence, right? And President-elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. They have to do the show. It's all $1 trillion crime. And Dr. Fauci, I think Dr.Brix also provided their show on their part. So that's another $1 trillion crime, isn't it? Crime, 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 crime. Everywhere crime. How much of crime it is? You weigh it in a weighing scale of crime weighing scale and calculate the damages done. They went to the human accredited medical school and studied the anatomy. They studied the anatomy of human body. Then they should know where are the outlets of human body, isn't it? Though they should have provided masks for the ears, for the wherever the outlets the human body is having. They should have provided a mask for that as well. They forgot it. Don't you think so? They just provided mask only for the mouth. Oh my gosh, that is another $1 trillion scam crime. Nobody even dared to ask about that, right? Nobody thought it. There's a nose, there's the genital organs, ears, eyes, nose, what now? Sweating glands. So they should have provided mask for each of every sweating glands on the skin, isn't it? They forgot. Why? Can you all count the sweat drop by drop by drop per head count? Keep counting. That much crime. And I know. I will just allow this Dr. Fauci prostitute and Dr. Brix prostitute to live free only, They should live free and shed tears if at all they have any conscience in their body. They'll shed tears if at all, only they can shed tears of shame, only if they have any little bit of conscience left in their human bodies. It's a live proof how Republicans will tear down humans in pieces. It's a live proof. Okay, you all might think, oh, no, they are pure Democrats. Okay, whatever. Regardless of Democrat crap or Republican crap, they are prostitutes. They are super prostitutes, right? They never provided mask for alcohol bottles, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Oh, that is another $1 trillion scam. Not even scam. It's called crime, my dear fellow mankind. Can you see how I'm frying Queen Elizabeth II in ashes? They are slaves and they're prostituting with Queen Elizabeth II, right? So that's why they have to sign the alcohol, the Jack Daniels whiskey, headquartered in Tennessee, to be the healthiest one. And they never even bothered to provide masks for those holy, not holy cow, it is holy alcohol, my dear fellow kind. Alcohol by alcohol, bottle by bottle, cap by cap. They forgot to provide masks, There is not only whiskey, there is so many alcohol types, isn't it? Brandy, then what not? Beer, and Mexico drink, what is it? Margarita, tequila, wine, champagne. Oh, wow. That much of, you go and count how many alcohol bottles are there worldwide. That much population, Dr. Fauci and Dr.Brix, with fatal negligence, they never failed to provide masks. That's a $1 trillion crime. And then there's the tobacco also, the tobacco, the sweetest word, isn't it? It's not holy smokes, it's tobacco, right? It's a tobacco. You all are seeing how I'm just frying Queen Elizabeth in ashes, right? Dr. Fauci, Dr. Brix, when they were super busy in marketing for masks, for COVID-19, they forgot, or with fatal negligence, they never provided any mask to the tobacco products. Oh, that is another $1 trillion crime, because, the health insurance, the first question they're going to ask, are you a tobacco user? Are you an alcohol user? The dental insurance are going to ask that question first. Are you a tobacco user? Are you an alcohol user? The life insurance is going to ask you all, are you a tobacco user? Are you an alcohol user? If your answer is going to be yes, your premium will be shooting up, skyrocketing. Created by whom? Dr. Fauci, the god of USA, and Dr. Brix, the god of USA, the female god. Are you laughing? I know you all are laughing out loud, isn't it? One side we can smoke tobacco, one side we can have a glass of champagne and we can all say cheers, isn't it? Don't you all think so? And shake that champagne bottle and just open it and just throw it on their face of Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix for them to taste the champagne and see why they forgot to provide mask, COVID-19 mask for each and every single alcohol bottle, right? Don't you all think so? And they forgot when they were busy providing mask after mask, strategy of marketing and advertising in the media with the sweetest talk. They forgot to provide the mask for each and every single automobile vehicle, be it a car, be it a motorbike, be it, you name it, be it bicycle, be it boats, be it ships, be it cruise ships. Be it recreation vehicle, be it mobile homes, what now? Snowmobiles, right? That's a $1 trillion crime. They forgot to provide, they never said, with fatal negligence, they never provided any mask for the beggars, right? Only when mask was mandated, only then I had to shell out, what, $4? along with the tax and blah, 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 like that. That's too much for me, right? When I'm unemployed mode, it's too much cost for me. Oh my gosh, this Dr. Fauci just jumped from heaven and a God of USA, right? And Dr.Brix also jumped from heaven and also God. Perfect. They just forgot how the unemployed population who cannot afford for mask can even wear the mask. And then one side mandated the mask, and other side they never provided the solution how people who cannot afford for the mask can even wear the mask. That's another $1 trillion crime. So that means from January 2020 up until today, each and every single insurance agencies, you count, you name, you go and count worldwide. It's wrong. The St. Mary's Hospital, created by Pope Francis. It's a 500 years old hospital, isn't it? It went and grabbed all the individual owners' hospitals worldwide. They never provided free masks. Are you laughing? I know you all are laughing. I know. Yes, can you see how I'm frying Pope Francis and I'll get the Vatican jab immediately? Right. Or at least the Roman province justice organizations, they are all perfect God organizations, right? In what are the states? 10 states. State of Wisconsin, state of Illinois, state of New York, state of Michigan. Oh my. How many states? And state of New York, state of New England. And then what? State of Maryland, state of Louisiana, state of Missouri, and then state of California too, and then state of Oregon. How many? 10 states there are Roman province Jesuits organizations. They're God of USA. But they never provided any free masking. Oh my gosh, that's another $1 trillion scandal. No. Not even scandal. It comes under the crime. Right? Pope Francis, the Satan, the Lucifer, the Antichrist, the prostitute will resign any moment. Watch and see. And I want Dr. Fauci, Dr.Brix, the deadliest, venomous prostitutes, to just kneel down in front of entire human kingdom and just watch me frying Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis in ashes. They'll never open their mouth. I zipped their mouth forever. That means they are going to live like this forever until they're going to take coffin and beyond. But they can live free with all the luxury. Are they humans? You tell me, my dear fellow mankind, are they humans? In the entire briefing was made out of a mockery. And out of all the people who were mocking, making a show, it was always President Trump proving the true crime. He's innocent. He's absolutely innocent in my book of civil law. It is okay if my peers are going to mock me for that. It's okay if people are going to mock me for that. It's okay. I have to provide justice in an unbiased way, my dear fellow mankind. President Joe Biden is a scammer. He misused this whatever crime, that scandal is going on. All he wanted is to grab that president job. That was his goal. That's all. Because we all know that he's been trying to become president after president after president, what, 3 times, 4 times? It's okay, because even President Abe Lincoln also, very late only he got into the president. I think he broke the record. President Joe Biden broke the record by being oldest president. He broke that record of Abe Lincoln, right? Can you all see? Now the patterns of abuse is what? Patterns of abuses. I displayed 3 people are innocent. And there is a patterns in them. I do not want to talk, but we all know without saying. That's an excellent communication, isn't it? If you're going to put President Abe Lincoln, a Republican president, late President Abraham Lincoln, a Republican president, a white-skinned president, okay? And then a Democrat president, Bill Clinton, a white-skinned president. Then another Republican white-skinned president, Trump. For me, in my book of civil law, they are innocent. You all go work on the homework task on why those three people are innocent. Wise alone can understand why they are innocent. Foolish will just mock me. They will even accuse me. They'll spit on my face. It's okay. As a true civil doctor, I know how to handle these foolish people. Right? That means we all know that people, when they're in a super frustrated mode only, they'll use those keywords. That means I'm absolutely positive. Even his mouth was about to accuse those Dr. Fauci and Dr.Brix, but then he controlled it. Maybe in his heart or something, he must have accused them only. Who? President Trump. Right? Can you see how President Joe Biden just going to run to his hometown and he's just going to resign abruptly any moment? This Dr. Fauci, Dr. Brix, they never said how they're going to provide the mask for the special needs children, isn't it? How many autism people are there? How many speech therapy needed children are there? Even adults are there like that. Even adults needed speech. I told you, stutter is one part of the birth defect, right? But for some it goes away. For some it is there. Right? How many dementia? How many population are in Alzheimer's? How many people are in HIV? How many people are with that, so many viruses, like Ebola virus or Zika virus? Right? How many divorced population are there? How many widows and widowers population are there? How many war civilians, the veterans are there? They never provided guidelines for that, isn't it? Are they humans? You tell me, my dear fellow mankind, are they humans? They got a salary of $1 million. That's all they needed. That means Pope Francis said to them, you go destroy nation's peace worldwide and get $1 million. He got it. He is in job right now. And even President Joe Biden provided another job for Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix out of this entire scandal. She is a woman, right? So she is a prostitute to me. But at least she was, at least in one point, she was able to say that she wants to resign. Because there's a conscience, right? That's the difference between how you have to be humane always, all the time. There is never room for errors for doctors alone, my dear fellow mankind. And I would even go to the extent there is no errors for anybody for that matter. Why even we have to discriminate doctors versus a non-profit, but anybody. That's why there is that rock solid work ethics, they say. Can you all get it? Why people look for only rock solid work ethics, the loyalty, the integrity, the code of ethics, right? The boundary sets, the firewall, everything is thing. But these people are prostitutes, right? They do not, they consider humans as what? Trash, right? These medical services, for them, humans are machines, sex machines. When these people, when Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix were providing marketing in the sweetest talk in the media for only masks, they forgot. Or I would not say forgot, with fatal negligence, with a domestic violent negligence category. They never provided solutions how they are going to provide the mask for the surrogate pregnant women worldwide who are thrashed by the medical doctors. Their wombs, right, their uterus is used only to rent, to get pregnant and just deliver the baby and just get up mode. And they never provided how the mask will be provided to them. Is Dr. Brix a female, do you think? Or what is she? Right? I already said. I already said, right? Whatever, if you're going to whine or complain or whatever, the women are having only 3 genital organs, period. And then the men having only 1 genital organ. And the women have more of their system operations. It's very complex. They age faster than the men because that's the way God created the operating system of women, right? How cruel they are. Can you witness the Germany doctors in them who killed Hitler with morphine and the steroids, with lethal drugs? And yes, my dear fellow mankind, Monsanto is a London, Germany-based fertilizing organization created by Queen Elizabeth II just to destroy human DNA and mRNA. Digest the truth. This Dr. Fauci, Dr. Brix never told how they're going to provide the mask with the Monsanto. That creates birth defects, right? That creates hormonal disorders. That can create transgenders, isn't it? When they were coolest mocking at the transgender population, they should have even provided, no, this is how we are going to provide the mask for transgender populations, right? So they could have said easily on the media. They never did it. So can you see how all the news channels, all the media has been handcuffed by me, be it CNN News, ABC News, and it's also God's labor, isn't it? When I reached out to them, they never replied. It's also God's labor. Can you see why God's labor is known only to God's labor? Right? Now tell me, in what category will you all address Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix? I'm absolutely positive people will accuse with whatever accuse words available. Right? We all know there is F word, B word for men, B word for B starting with the B and ending with the D for men, B starting with the B and ending with the H for women. Right? Everybody knows. They just threw acid on the 7.9 plus billions of humans as a trash. They treated humans as a trash, being doctors. What will you address them as? For me, they are prostitutes. For y'all, you, it's your choice. I leave the choice to you all. Just because I displayed that Department of Health Services providing the federal poverty chart for 2020 to the Department of Justice of State of Wisconsin, they created this scandal. What are you going to do? Tell me, my dear fellow mankind. I do not want you all to step in and want to, punch them or hit them or throw stones at these deadliest criminals, wild endangered species, prostitutes, Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix. No, don't do that. Right? Why? I am that I am, my dear fellow mankind. I said what? I've been saying that only constantly. Just with 1 minute, I can get medical compensation for entire human kingdom. Just be patient. This is just only one crime. Don't you all think you all want to witness all the crimes? All the crimes. I'm just allowing, from my end, I can slap them. I have all the eligibility, isn't it? I already said, I am the only one who have eligibility in whole entire human kingdom to accuse anybody. So I can accuse whatever that comes out of my mouth this Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix. Nobody will dare to ask me why. Right? For them to understand the torture of homeless people, I can easily ask an executive order from USA government to mandate them to evacuate their home and just mandate them to sleep on a snowy road, icy road next to the homeless and without wearing a mask. But I do not want that kind of civil justice. No, that is never a civil justice for me. They should be allowed to live free. That is civil justice. That is an excellent slap on their face. They should be wondering why on the earth they are allowed to live free. That's all for the civil justice. Right? So when I said I have to be the leader of Department of Health Services, I was not joking, because there is no leadership. USA got misguided, isn't it? USA got misguided. Who is a true criminal? Pope Francis, Queen Elizabeth II. Now you all got it, why in my civil justice, in my processing, I just want only Queen Elizabeth to drink all the vaccinations, all the needles, all the chew and eat the mask. You all might be wondering why I was so rude, isn't it? That's a normal human brain operation. Now we all got it why, right? I know, Dr. Fauci, Dr. Brix, fallen trap in this entire scandal. And that is why I just want them to live free. Even whatever the crime they provided so deadliest, right? It cannot be forgiven. I cannot forgive them. If God of true Christianity is always a forgiving God. And they all know. You all know. Even if true God stands in front, I will say, oh true God, just stand aside, please. I am the excellent disciplinarian. I only can discipline Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix. So please stand aside, true God, and watch. This is how I can provide highest honor to true God. Do you know that? Do you know that? Yes, my dear fellow mankind. These two people, they destroyed the peace, the emotions, the feelings, right? The day-to-day chores. Everything got destroyed, not only in the United States of America, worldwide. Just because I filed a lawsuit. I leave the choice for you all to address whatever you want to address. It's not my job, isn't it? Nobody can define nobody, right? It's all individual's choice. Can you all see in my book of civil, I cannot see even a little bit of ignorance in them, no education whatsoever in them, because they're doctors, isn't it? They're doctors. They know the human anatomy. They know how the human operates, right? And in what scam they used. If they're going to cough, it's going to spread like that. That is wrong, right? Don't you all think then I can say the same way that tit for tat, cough on the food of Queen Elizabeth II and give it to her. Nobody will ask me. Because I will say Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix did the same for 7.9 plus billions of humans and nobody dared to ask them why, right? I will say cough, sneeze. Put that mucus on the food and give it to Pope Francis when he is going to have his food. Nobody will dare to ask me why, isn't it? So that means the abusive people must know, should know. Innocent people can provide an excellent tit-for-tat process. But the innocent people are wisest people, isn't it? They fear God. And they will never even bother to waste a little bit of tiny second to choose a foolish ways. They will running only in wisdom ways. That's all. If you're going to hurt me, hurt. God's name is glorified. If you're going to backstab me, backstab. If you're going to spit on my face, if you're going to throw acid on my face, do whatever. But God's name alone be glorified. They'll be running only in the wisdom ways. Nothing will happen to them. God will provide them with a firewall. Just because I filed a lawsuit against state of Wisconsin for $500 billion in the year of 2019, they created this COVID-19, my dear fellow mankind. What will you do? What are you going to do? I know your blood will be boiling, isn't it? Because we all been fooled, thinking there is virus, there is plague, like that. How many people were so much of freaked out mode? Versus from me, it never even impacted. You all knew, right? I was just going without mask only to the shops. And I did not like when I was seeing empty racks on the Walmart or wherever because of the toilet tissue paper going away. What not? People, how many people must have spent extra in their regular monthly budget expense? Or is Dr. Fauci, Dr.Brix humans? You tell me. Right? So, you all got it, what this civil justice is all about, isn't it? These two prostitutes, Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix. I can allow them, I can bail out them, but I cannot forgive them for whatever they did to the humanity. No. If at all they want to kill, they should have killed me first, isn't it? Don't you all think so? They should have stood up in front of me and then killed me, saying that, hey, Vethapriya, who are you to file lawsuit against Department of Health Services and creating a havoc? Because we have been enjoying this tax scandal for a long time. And they should have slaughtered my neck, right? They should have chopped my head, and they must have killed me first, right? So you all got it. Why this COVID-19, when all the people were impacted with fear and freaking out, I was always saying to them, God is there. God is always watching the injustice. God is always in control. This too will pass. For how long people can be even wearing the mask? See, that itself they failed on that. Got it? Don't you all think we population have to wear this mask forever for next 500 years? I don't think so, isn't it? Do you all think that all the ice cream shops should be shut down and we all don't have to eat any of the ice cream cones? Should we have to live that way? For how long? Are they humans? Are they humans? Only vices will understand my display of the deadliest crime that is going on that must be fixed immediately. For how long? Along with President Trump, all the entire media got their education. You're all seeing, right? They got resumed their shows, the TV shows got resumed, they all got non-operating mode. For them, it is just acting mode. That's all. They come, they provide a stand-up comedy, they make a mockery, and they get paid salary, and they go home, end of the day. That's all. And they all paid highest salary. You all know, right? The entertainment world people, the celebrities, they are paid highest salary. Everybody wanted to be in the job, survival mode. They really don't care with whatever the scandal is creating for the average population. It is because of my education alone. People got educated. How many people got married during the COVID-19 plague? Right? How many people got divorced because they just cannot tolerate to be in the toxic relationship? Enough is enough mode. And even that processing got destroyed. Right? I don't know whether God will forgive Dr. Fauci, the prostitute, Dr. Brix, the prostitute, for whatever they did to the humanity. On the other hand, with the human ethical standards, I even provided a solution to the Department of Justice of State of Wisconsin when I was interacting during that time. I provided the direct challenge to them, to the state of Wisconsin. I said, if whatever I'm saying is wrong, let state of Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers execute me in front of all the nations, in front of entire human kingdom, in the media, in the news channel. I'm okay for that challenge. That is a rock solid work ethics, isn't it? That's a rock solid work ethics. Everything is broken in pieces. They just never bothered about that. Now I can ask USA to freeze all their bank accounts, right? When you're going to freeze the bank accounts, what will happen? Let's say monthly utility will ask the bill. Then they will go freak out. They'll go mad. But I do not want that. Because these people are filthy rich, right? The moment they are put into that poverty mode, they will die out of heart attack. They'll die out of heart attack on the spot. So who is the highest level of criminals here? Pope Francis, Queen Elizabeth II, Islam leaders worldwide, right? They mandated population to wear the mask, but they never wore a mask. And for 1 or 2, they wanted to create a show. That's all. Filthy. The sex offenders, the deadliest venomous population. And they are allowed to live free. If at all lawmakers wanted to impeach, they should have impeached Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix. Right? They should have impeached all the Islam leaders. They should have impeached France's leader. They should have impeached the Archbishop of Sicily. Right? That is a crime. Deadliest crime, my dear friend of mankind. Without fixing all this crime, no, the USA government must never operate. It's okay if USA goes dark. It's okay if USA goes in hibernate mode. Right? When in a house, in a family, when something is not right, they will wait for that get to fix. They will adjust and live. Let it be like that way. Let it be that way. Fix it. Just fry all the evil forces in ashes. Let Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix with their own eyes witness how Queen Elizabeth getting fried in ashes. They'll be laughing out loudest only. They'll be thanking me only. In the heart of their heart, they do not like Pope Francis and whoever. I can bet on that. So whatever population cannot say it out loud, I'm saying out loudest. Right? Because they themselves became victims of abuse in the hands of the scammers, the Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis and all those teams. Craps, the prostitutes. Right? I must get the rightful job. I know my true identity. I'm Superman because I decoded the true identity, which I should not have, right? At least I would have lived in my illusion. Don't tell things. That's always a saying, right? Don't decode the truth. Means people know once when people are going to decode the truth, it's going to shatter them in pieces. For how long people can live in illusion? For how long? Do you all want to wear the mask for next 500 years? You all keep your God-given hands in your hearts and tell me, do you all love to wear the mask for next 500 years? Yes or no? I know what your answers are going to be. It will be no, a big no, isn't it? Can you all see how they fooled entire human kingdom in the name of plague, in the name of virus, and that too in a very cheap, narrow-minded way? Right? That's wrong, my dear fellow mankind. That's wrong. That's wrong. They even made a mockery when people getting married during this season, this COVID-19 season. They even mocked. They were mocked. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's crime to mock fellow mankind for choosing always healthiest choice. People are always being mocked and they are being pushed to the edge, right? Pushed to the edge means what? Oh, if I'm not choosing the wisest choice, if I'm choosing the foolish choice, will then the society of educated population will not mock me? That is pushing the civilian to the edge, right? Whatever this Dr. Fauci and Dr.Brix did to the humanity is wrong, my dear fellow mankind. Absolutely wrong. Crime. I don't know what USA government is going to do about that, and I'm sure even President Joe Biden will pass out and faint because he signed a job for Dr. Fauci, the prostitute, he created the hell for entire worldwide. For him, President Joe Biden signed a job. And I've been saying what? Every single day, President Joe Biden is proving that he can never be president of USA. There are some standards, right? And all along, I've been displaying why President Trump is innocent. He never wanted to be the president. That is the truth. He was signed off by the Mitch McConnell and they forced him to be the president. That is why he became the president in the 11th hour. Abruptly. Nobody knew that he is the one who is going to be the president. Because the Republican government, they were not able to figure out who will be the rightful candidate. They could not see any leadership in any of the existing candidates. That is why President Trump is innocent. He's never a politician, right? So when he entered into that White House and the president organization, and I'm educating whatever the scandal, he got it. He got educated on that scandal. So tell me, can you all see why national leaders are helpless? It is because of this evil medical services only. They should have killed me, my dear fellow mankind, if they do not like me, right? This Department of Health Services of state of Wisconsin first took a knife or a gun and then shot me to death. And I provided healthy solution. Even state of Wisconsin, Governor Tony Evers can take that honor to execute me in front of all the human population. They should have done that, right? In the year of 2019. At least they would not have created the COVID-19 worldwide, isn't it? It would have gone with me. With the scandal, they created the travel scam also, isn't it? How many people were stranded? They were not able to travel. You all know USA nation is a land of immigration, right? Immigrants. So that means how many immigrants, parents or the siblings or the relatives, they must have died and they were not able to go because of the travel ban. How much of emotional damages they have done, isn't it? What is Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix going to say about that? It was just because of this mandated mask and all this crime, how much of travel expenses cost has been increased just to take the lab, just to take the whatever they have to do to even travel worldwide. Why nobody stepped in and slapped on the face of Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix for creating that kind of a scam? Why? How many airlines got, they have to change their softwares, right? They have to change the software line of codes. Right? Don't y'all think so? So those are all crimes, my dear fellow mankind. The 365 days passed, isn't it? For making all this scam, they could have killed me. It would have gone with me alone, right? Because I only once stood up and filed lawsuit, isn't it? I just cannot take it. It's too much of emotional breakdown for me. Right? It's too much of emotional breakdown for me. How many population? 7.9 plus billions of population. For that, they could have killed me, right? Just because I filed a lawsuit. I just filed a lawsuit for each and every single nation. You all know that? Do you all know that? There is more crime that I have to display. I'm extra empath, okay? And I just cannot take this kind of an injustice that is provided by United States of America with fatal negligence. That is wrong. That's crime. And I sure will stand in front of 7.9 plus billions of humans, and I sure will get the medical finance aid for the damages done. That should never be COVID-19 plague. No. If Pope Francis and Queen Elizabeth loves to create plague, I will say throw that plague in the mouth of Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis and all the Islam leaders. Let them eat it and chew it and die. And then throw them in the volcano in ashes. Are humans jokes for them? Tell me, are humans jokes for them? How many people stranded when they were traveling because of this kind of a crime? Right? They would have only shed tears and prayed to God. God, dear God, send some guardian angel and help us to free from this, all this injustices happening worldwide, isn't it? One side they got freaked out with the virus, as if the virus was happening for a virus that never even existed. How much of emotional damages they did to the humankind. And he got the $1 million salary for that. And the puzzle solved, right? I just saw one word in that, whatever the salary he got, Israeli. Israeli. So I don't know whether it's the Israel government or the Zionism headquartered in USA or whatever. That one word is enough for me. So that is a life proof that whatever happened in the Holocaust, whatever happened in the Germany regime, whatever happened in the Jews programs in Russia is all a scandal. That is why, now you all got it, how I slapped on the face of Judaism and they just keeping quiet is because they know I am the true Jew. They are all, whoever addressing themselves as Jews are craps, they are prostitutes. They are the Islam Judaism after all. They are the paganists. They know that. That's why they are keeping their mouth shut. Because they know how a true Israelite will die only for true God. They are aware of it. And who got scapegoated in all this entire crime? You all are seeing the live proof, fire proof, isn't it? That 1918, 1920, 1930, those are all the dark ages of Rome. I'm just taking you all to the timeline, the memory lane. I don't know how many people are survivors now, but the moment they're going to talk about that, they're going to break down, isn't it? They're going to break down. It's an emotional torture. And USA providing the medical finance aid all went wrong. They provided the wrongful medical compensation to the wrongful people who were addressing themselves as Jews, were not Jews even. USA is an innocent nation, my dear fellow mankind. People were running to the USA from Europe nations. They just want to create a wonderful, peaceful Christian nation only. They never knew that there will be mandated to be sold as slaves to Queen Elizabeth II, the crap, Pope Francis to the crap. And USA is one deadliest, venomous. You all have to tell just the truth, no matter what. USA is never a Christian nation. USA is an atheist nation. USA is the one deadliest communist nation. USA is the one deadliest paganist, cultism, Islam, Judaism, Zionism nation. They have taken over all the nations worldwide, continent by continent, and I am born to free the USA nation. You all got it? Do you all get it? Are you getting it? Are you getting it? They are all were searching forever, me only. Got it? And are you all getting it? Why the white-skinned cops were mandated to go around the streets and grab all the African, throw in the jail? Why wars worldwide? Why civil wars worldwide? You all keep working on who am I. You all keep working on who am I. I know my true identity. It's just hurting me a lot. At least I'm expressing my feelings to you all, right? It's helping me. It's just helping me. You all address whatever you want to address this prostitutes, Dr. Fauci and Dr.Brix for whatever they did. What would you all have done? For me, I already said, right? If there is any issue, I need to talk, right? These people could have talked to me in front, but then they backstab. Not only me, right? Just because I filed a lawsuit, why on the earth 7.9 plus billions of humans have to undergo that? You tell me, why? What did I do? I only asked for civil justice, isn't it? That $500 billion for the damage have done to me, it's cheapest one. Oh yes, they cannot escape the justice process. Dr. Fauci, they cannot run and hide. They just cannot run and hide. USA can ask, the government can ask me what I want them to do, what USA government want them to do, right? Because with live proof, I'm proving USA government will only want them to get out of the earth. Death penalty crime, right? I will only stand in front of Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix and slap on the USA government. I will say, just allow them to live free. Because there is an innocence identified. I know how to handle fools. Fry Pope Francis in ashes. Give me that Vatican leader job. Give me the leadership job to lead the USA and all the organization. I will take care of it. I will take care of entire human kingdom, all 193 nations as my own family. Give me that job. Give me that authority. I already educated the Secretary of the State of Wisconsin the same. I also educated the Department of Justice the same. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, this deadliest crime must be fixed now. We cannot keep on wearing masks, no. If Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix loves to wear the mask, you throw the mask on the mouth of Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix. Let them eat, chew and eat. Or throw on the mouth of Amazon CEO, let him chew and eat. Right? They cannot fool the population and make money, hell of a money out of this mask alone. That's wrong. That's crime. That's deadliest crime. That's deadliest crime. You all got it now. You all got it, right? Maybe you all might be thinking, is it a movie that's going on? Because whatever I'm saying, you cannot even, will not be in a position to accept it. Because whatever I'm talking is out of the box. Like I'm not talking like other people talking. That is the only one reason why people cannot, even whenever I sit and talk and explain the situation, they'll say, they cannot, they just say, I'm a weirdo. And they will just keep moving on. They'll not take me for serious. Can you all see? But I'm just proving it with a live proof, isn't it? Starting with October 2018, 2019, 2020. It's all a chain reaction, my dear fellow mankind. I don't know, I only wish God can speak with the hearts of the entire human kingdom and understand my wisdom education. That's all I can do. I cannot wear the costume, right? Because I am that I am. That's all. Do you all think I have to wear the costume? It's not a Halloween party, isn't it? The crime I'm talking about is so deadly that must be fixed. I don't know about others. I just do not want to wear the mask. If I want to die, let me die. But I don't know. Just because I filed a lawsuit, just because of me, I just cannot tolerate that 7.9 plus billions of humans taking that pain. I just cannot tolerate that. I just cannot tolerate that. Just because I displayed the Center of Medicaid and Medicaid Services providing the federal poverty chart to the USA government is wrong forever. That's $1 trillion crime, right? I already said they cannot survival mode because the government will ask them only the question. Oh, this Vethapriya lady is saying this chart is wrong and you all have been providing this chart only forever. What went wrong? They do not want to be in that position. I said they could have killed me, right? It would have gone with me. But why on the earth they even want to fool the 7.9 plus billions of humans worldwide? Why? It is after my education only the Republican government got the education. But they could not say it out loud. They have to chew it. People never got it, right? That January Riot organization is also indirect puzzle message only. But people never got it. The state of Texas snow, it's a, it's not, it's the supernatural power part of it, my dear fellow mankind. I already explained to you all that, right? It's a life proof. But for people to understand whatever I'm talking, it's always out of the box mode only I'm talking, right? So it is very difficult for them to believe me. Because I'm not having the appealing look, I'm not wearing the costume, right? In my book of civil law, Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix, whatever they did is deadliest crime. And penalty must be paid, that's all. You create hell, but pay the penalty. This is what I would say. This is what I want for civil justice for myself. I don't know about my peers. I just do not want to wear the mask. I do not want to take the vaccination. Let me die. Let me die without taking the vaccination. It's okay. Right? Can you all see how much of emotional damages they did to my fellow mankind? My blood drops, 7.9 plus billions of humans are my blood drops. I decoded the truth, right? I decoded it. And I cannot tolerate it. So either I should not have decoded the truth that 7.9 plus billions of humans are my blood drops, right? But even beyond that, without knowing the truth only, I've started to work on the poverty-free earth at end of the year project, right? So that it's a God's plan. I finished that task. I finished that poverty-free task within the shortest time frame. I broke the world record. Spring 2014 to spring 2016, I finished it. I cracked it. It is a Pope Francis who's the poverty creator. It is between the 2016 to 2019 spring, that time frame only I cracked lot of truth, and one of the truth is I decoded that 7.9 plus billions of humans are my blood drops, and I cannot tolerate the truth, right? The injustice of how the true identity been mandated to, stripped off. It's too much of emotional for me. And yes, whenever I'm talking about that emotional injustice, I'm breaking down, right? Can you see? But with God-given strength, I'm living. I'm in finance crisis. I'm unemployed. I need a job. I need finance aid. I need national benefits, right? And I will get it in rightful way according to the Holy Bible civil law only. Dr. Fauci should say whether he knows what is Holy Bible. And Dr. Brix should say whether she knows what is Holy Bible. Or they should say they never know. They've never heard about that word Holy Bible. Right? So yes, the overview and the emotional breakdown part, it took 1 hour 11 minutes. I will quickly run through the civil justice and so that we all can be on the same page. Yes, this deadliest crime must be fixed immediately, this very moment. I said what? I eradicated the plague. Please do not wear masks anymore, right? At least the Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix could have said that, right? Because they are in that authoritative role. At least they could have said that. Right? That is wrong. Crime, my dear fellow mankind. Okay, I will quickly read through this, okay? Victims of abuse, patients, Medicaid, medical, finance, aid, compensations claim process. In the year summer 2019 to December 2019, I, Vethapriya, PROSE, filed a lawsuit against at fault and found guilty USA nation for $50,000 trillion. And that is why domestic violent prostitutes, Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix, created COVID-19 plague with fatal negligence to enforce pain infliction in my brain nerves as of February 22, 2021. crime count one is at fault found, at fault prostitute COVID-19 plague is prostitutes Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix failed in welfare services job and with fatal negligence created COVID-19 plague worldwide and mandated mask worldwide and enforced Vethapriya PROSE to wear the mask and it is deadliest crime of COVID-19 plague. Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix, the prostitutes of USA, to enforce Vethapriya to wear the mask and mandate and creating emotional torture in my brain nerves. Vethapriya PROSE, a true civil lawyer, true civil doctor, true civil supreme judge for civil justice according to the Holy Bible guidelines. Vethapriya PROSE want prostitutes Dr. Fauci and Dr. Brix of USA to pay tax-free $500 billion each to be tax-free $1,000 billion direct deposit to my bank account in next 1 second and wild endangered species, domestic violent, Republica prostitute, absolute monarchs, Queen Elizabeth II, Pope Francis and phases of Pope Francis failed in absolute monarch's job and with deadliest crime of domestic violence, fatal negligence classified as deadliest venom, poisonous wild endangered species for created COVID-19 plague and mandated mask to enforce emotional torture, pain infliction on brain nerves of Vethapriya PROSE. So I want wild endangered species, domestic violent, leprosy patient, Republica prostitute, absolute monarchs to sign off tax-free $500,000 trillion per prostitute absolute monarchs times total absolute monarchs direct deposit or wire transfer to my bank account in next 1 second and damages to my brain nerves done by prostitute absolute monarchs is classified as domestic violence with fatal negligence is proved and Roman province Jesuits orgs of USA in 50 states of state of Wisconsin, state of Illinois, state of Michigan, state of New York, state of New England, state of Maryland, state of Louisiana, state of Missouri, state of California, state of Oregon must pay separate tax-free $500,000 trillion. Multiply that with 10 states of Jesuits is 500, followed by 40 billion dollars. Direct $1 trillion direct deposit to my bank account and the domestic violent types provided by Dr. Fauci, the prostitute, Dr. Brix, the prostitute of USA, comes under the classification of breach of duty, intentional infliction of emotional distress, causation and injury, battery and types, assault and types, false imprisonment and types, and trespass to land, chattels and types. And USA, Roman province, Jesuit, state of Wisconsin, state of Illinois, state of Michigan, state of New York, state of New England, state of Maryland, state of Louisiana, state of Missouri, state of California, state of Oregon. In all 50 states of USA, the Department of Justice created COVID-19 plague worldwide is proved as of February 2021 is proved by Vethapriya PROSE. Got it? And as my dear fellow mankind, I sure must get the civil justice right in front of the entire human kingdom and using the ethical human standards only. Okay? Yes, I broke down because it's an emotional part of it, right? There are a lot of emotions for me that's going on right now, right? It's a multitasking. Just because I filed the lawsuit against each nation for $50,000 trillion, they created this COVID-19 scam worldwide. That is wrong. Because for me, when I'm being an unemployed and tell me, I just got very late only that mask, okay? That too when they mandated the mask only, then I got that mask. That's too much of dollar for me, right? But then imagine what a homeless would have done or what a beggar would have done. What a low-income farmer in Africa or in India or in China would have done, who could not afford for that mask would have done. Tell me. That is wrong, right? That's absolutely wrong. Anyways, when people don't know what is humanity in the United States of America, I have to take cane in my hand and I have to discipline and I have to educate. Can you see why even every single basic thing I have to educate? They don't know anything. That is how the pathetic state the USA nation is. It became a clown in front of entire nations. Entire nations are laughing at the broken USA operations. And I do not like that either. You all know that, right? I do not like when people mock at each other. I do not like it. right? Because I know USA, I own USA, and my blood is boiling because this filthy prostitutes, Pope Francis teams destroyed USA operation. I'll say just get out. I'll say just go get fried in the volcano. Say rosary or whatever crap in the volcano, just get out. In the name of God, in the name of crown, fanatic love of crown. They destroyed everything. Wrong. Wrong. Okay, and we are all on the same page that I will get the civil justice, right? I sure will get it. Don't worry. 1 minute is enough, and I will get the medical compensation for each civilian. I already. If you are going to see in my first or some of the earlier sessions, I already provided that proposal to President Trump. Admin. So we are all in the same page on that, and also, right? Got it? Yes, my dear fellow mankind. A true woman must lead a nation. Oh, that nation will be in super heaven. Because there needs to be a clean-hearted civilian to lead a nation. I'll put it in the simplest layman way. And that can be provided always by only true Israelite tribe, Christian, Jew of Israel, Judah, Jerusalem. Yes, my dear fellow mankind, you cannot be annoyed. Sorry. You have to know that is the truth. That is the raw truth. And it's a track record, and it is a proven track record. Every worldwide knows that. Non-Christians are aware of it. When I said Islam leaders will die out of heart attack, I'm not joking. They'll just die out of the heart attack. Just, that is the truth. You keep working on who am I. Thank you all for your time. The session took 1 hour and 19 minutes. And yes, it's a lot, isn't it? We all need to take care of this crime that is going on. And just burn this crime in ashes. Don't you all think so? Today, March will be coming. We all must enjoy that spring, isn't it? Just run outside on the road. Enjoy the nature, isn't it? Do you all want to wear the mask forever? No, never, right? The production of all the manufacturing of the mask should be stopped immediately. So I would say rather from January 2020 to this as of today, whatever mask has been manufactured, it all must be thrown in the mouth of Queen Elizabeth II and Pope Francis. That it will be super fun to watch. Let us all watch how she eats the mask. Right? She is the one who created all this hell, right? So let her eat it. Let her chew and eat the vaccination bottles. Let us all watch how she eats it. Let her chew and eat the needles. And let us all watch with our own eyes how Queen Elizabeth II and how Pope Francis, the crap, how Islam leaders, the craps, will eat it and be gone in ashes in volcano in Hawaii. Right? So that means you all got it. 7.9 plus billions of humans, they wanted to say whatever I wanted to say. But they cannot. And I'm the mouthpiece for 7.9 plus billions of humans. So that means at this point of time, this moment, entire human kingdom worldwide must be happiest for me. Right? Because there needs to be some wisest person to stand up and then guide all this crime in a healthy way. Burn crime in a healthy way. Right? Nobody knew how to nail down the criminal, the true criminal. They all know worldwide Pope Francis is a prostitute. Pope Francis is a health creator. They just never knew how to nail him down. I nailed on the forehead of Pope Francis, the crap, the prostitute, the health creator, the Lucifer, the Antichrist, the Satan. And yes, my dear fellow mankind, I sure will get the civil justice. 1 minute, 60 seconds. You write it on your notes. Got it? and everybody will get the medical finance compensation. Wait, watch and see. And thank you all for your time. Take care. Bye for now.